When people talk about Carthage, they always focus on the Punic Wars, which is a shame, because Carthaginian history have a lot of other interesting things, from its beginning as a colony to its transition to a trading empire. Since as we know, Carthage is a colony that got so big it created its own colonies. But how and when did Carthage left Phoenicia to become its own country? To answer that, let's start in the 9th century BCE, when Carthage was founded as a Phoenician colony by settlers from the city of Tyre. The location of Carthage was likely chosen by the Tyrians because it was located in the central shore of the Gulf of Tunis, which gave it access to the Mediterranean Sea and for controlling the trade between the west and the east. However, Carthage was not the only major Phoenician city in the region. One of them was Utica, for example, and these cities were older and more powerful than Carthage at a certain point. However, Carthage was able to grow massively and quickly, unlike them, for multiple reasons. One of them was the immigration of the people of Tyre to Carthage, and because of its growing population, Carthage started expanding in the area and taking more Phoenician lands and even lands from the local Libyans. The other reason for the rise of Carthage was the decline of Tyre itself, as the city faced economic challenges, including the disruption of trade routes and changing market dynamics. And the siege of the city by the Babylonians in 586 basically cut in the city of its colonies for 13 years. And then the destruction of Tyre in 332 by Alexander, which led to the further development of Carthage. And that left a massive power vacuum in the Phoenician colonies. And here, Carthage would step in to fill that power vacuum, as thanks to its maritime prowess, it was able to build a large fleet. And that was another reason for the rise of Carthage, since there was older and more powerful Phoenician cities than Carthage before, but they never tried or had the desire to expand their trade or influence. In the next years, Carthage took control of all of its nearby Phoenician colonies, including Hadrumetum, Utica, Hippodrus, and Carcoen. And because of that, they started using their navy to protect the other Phoenician colonies, and because of that, they came into conflict with the Greeks, as Carthage kicked them out of Hispania, and then they fought future wars in Sicily. However, while those colonies were under the influence of Carthage, they weren't completely under it, as they relied on Carthage for protection and they paid tributes to them. However, they were free to govern themselves and to do whatever they want as long as they didn't oppose Carthage. And with that, Carthage became an expansionist power, driven by its desire to access new sources of wealth and trade.
Shakharki edom saftum heze.